Oh my
Oh,
gosh, how
that's crazy.
64 was beyond the
Okay.
marriage.
Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm back with Lucky and Arthur,
And
and
hearing about
and,
64,
and I'm working
it's
on. So here's the game that I'm working on. Lucky,
and
Lucky, if you don't know this game, this game is based out of Canada. This is the Maple Ridge, BC. This is a Providence. A
okay.
Providence is like British Columbia. It's a Providence. If you don't know.
Of course, you're making a Canadian styled map.
Well, this is Austin's game. I'm helping him making this game.
Anyways, continuing my story. 6464 gets scrapped. I mean, not scrapped, but it's still there.
Yeah, it's not gonna get scrapped ever, huh?
Yeah, 6464 is not scrapped yet, but it still survives. Yeah, it did.
Okay, we've got some cruise ships on the river here.
Continuing about the incident, 6464 was in the lake, was crashed into the lake. It crashed it went down the lake after the bridge. Anyways, then 6464 was not gonna be operating for a while, as it was having an issue. Its brakes weren't working well, also causing it. Surprisingly, 6464 even broke the branch and it managed to enter the engine. It managed to enter the cab car.
Oh, great.
Then its whole entire cab, except, was standing. Even the K5CA was still surviving it. Well, apparently here's the story. Before the crash happened, 6464 had a horn similar to 2304. No, not the K5CA, but its old horn. It had a combination of that horn and 6908 horn. Then later, it turned foul and had a K3LA. Later turned foul, had a K5CA like 2404, but better. Then crashed. But then, coincidentally, the K5CA still survived. Later, there was no way. They were trying to repair 6464. It never worked. There was no way they were gonna put it mid-set. They were planning on doing something with 6464, so they were trying to put it mid-set, not working.
Damn.
Then, yeah, it was not working. It couldn't go mid-set at all. So apparently,
Oh, come on.
it was not able to work.
Yeah.
So apparently later, they were trying, since they were planning on buying CEM, they were gonna buying some CEM. They had an idea.
Yeah?
They had this idea with 6464.
Yeah, what's that?
Since they realized that 6464 has a K5CA, and its original cab has been destroyed and not able to be repaired.
Oh yeah, Lucky. Speaking of which, there's K5CA horns on the West Coast Express trains, just like how Go Transit has those, because all of these commuter trains have K5CAs.
So apparently you're saying they are forced to?
I'm not saying they're forced to, but
apparently I thought that there was a law that states that commuter rails around Canada must have a K5CA. Was that true?
I'm not sure, but that depends on what Austin says, because he knows everything about Canadian trains.
Well, I know everything about American trains.
Anyways, coincidentally, the cab car apparently, you know what? 249 returned back and had a red letter K5LA.
Well, yeah.
Continuing my story. Then soon, they realized the K5CA stand stood up. They kept it on the cab car. They kept it there. They kept it as remembrance of 6464. They even renumbered it 6464 as it was gonna be testing how it was as a CEM cab car. During 6464's test, it went successful. Soon, but then Spanish corporations realized, oh gosh, there's more railroads buying CEM cab cars. I gotta buy one too. 6464 then buys a CEM, then Spanish corporations buys more CEM cab cars, and then it was probably maybe the end of the original rolling stock, the original cab cars, Bombardier's high levels.
I'll make these
Apparently
trains as
continuing.
4 cars. A 4 car set for West Coast Express.
Fun fact, I even saw a video with a West Coast cab car having a K5LA. Okay, so what? Why is there free coaches being purple? Hey, imagine if like West Coast Express buys CEM cab cars.
Yeah, exactly.
How would? Yeah, imagine if that happens. Also, it doesn't entirely mean that the cab cars are supposed to must have K5CAs. Like it is they allow it to not have a K5CA at all.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, it's finally returned back to service. Then 6464 returned back as a CEM cab car. It was still numbered 6464 as remembrance of the original 6464. Even if it was a CEM cab car, it still kept its original. The cab changed. Nothing. The cab didn't change, but the cab never. Soon it was set up for testing. They realized it was successful, so they decided to have the doors of 6464 fit in like the original, like what a CM cab car would have. And they even renumbered it to 6500. Wait, numbered it 400. Despite how continually there was already a number 400. Like there was this. Here's the fictional universe. There were 3 coaster cab cars that were getting rebuilt. 2306, 29, and 2310. 2306 was not in service for a long time, but because they're gonna build a new 2306. Okay, going now. Bye.
Alright, Lucky has left the call. Or no, he's still here. Okay, let's see what's going on with these lights. Holy. Whoa! Build a few things from scratch. We're gonna have a lot of trains. Oh, Lucky left. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, Arthur, it's just us.
That's Mark, it is.
Alright, so I'm getting these trains all set, and then later on I will do the CN and CP trains. Once I get the whole town finished. Oh, man. K5CA on that train. Yes, sir. Some Go Transit trains have K5LAs. But those had to be changed completely. We have an academy. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna have a lot of more trains. I'll reach that up first. I forgot about that train. Oh shit, it's very laggy. Oh, it is incorrectly. Okay. Be changing the bells on these trains. We're gonna have a lot of more trains. And I'll be ending my stream. Good night, guys.